By Atlantic head coach Terry Hinzmann, led down 1-0, took a 2-1 lead in the second, come back with two big runs to the sixth coach, and a good victory of a good team. What can you say about the team?
Yeah, absolutely. Ranked in the top 10, and we knew coming in that they were going to be a battle for us, and they do all aspects of the game pretty well. They obviously, you can see that they fielded the ball well. They do get the bat on the ball, and they played solid defense. So to Peyton to be able to shut them down and keep them down to just the 2 runs. In fact, one is an unearned run, that one that they got in the first. So she did an excellent job in the circle, and then our bats came alive at the time that we really needed them. That was one of the things that when we were doing our conversations early in the season was other teams were getting runners on base and getting a hit when they really needed it. We were getting runners on base, but we were failing to receive that hit. So, McKenna did a good job here at the end. That's the one that's going to stand out. But we had a couple of other situations where we moved runners around a bit with that little bit of added pressure of having runners in scoring position with 2 outs.
Coach, talk about Peyton McLaren's effort in the circle.
She's been really working hard on that drop ball. So she's been, I think that probably the ground outs, the drop and the rise, which kind of go together with each other. I didn't call the pitches, so I'm not sure what was actually being thrown, but my assumption is that the fly balls were the rise ball that was breaking up, and the ground balls were the drop ball.
What else kind of sticks out to you here in the game? For the keys to success here?
Well, I think one of the things is when they came back and tied the ball game up, as young as we are in many of the positions that we were at, I thought that, at one point in time during this season, we would have just said, okay, here the wheels are going to start falling off again. We did not do that. We stuck with the game plan. Even up to the very last out that Dylan caught out here, was over her right shoulder in right field, and she went back on. They had a heck of a read on it, got a good drop step, got back on it, and back maybe 2 weeks ago, I'm holding my breath and everything else, and I was already jumping up and down in the dugout when before she even caught the ball, because I knew she was going to come through for us. So, it's that kind of thing that you just have to have confidence throughout the course of the season. You have to believe. We talk about drive through it with the model that we've used for the year, like race car drivers do. You just got to sometimes just push the gas and go, and that's kind of what we've been doing here these last few games.
Kind of a roll here, Coach. You lead a really good Von Durant team on Saturday. You win 2 Saturday at the Stevens tournament in Creston. 13-2 win over Kemper last night. You beat a solid Cardinal team here tonight. Talk about the streak going on now.
Well, let's not shortchange us. It was 18-2.
Oh, 18, excuse me.
That's what I thought.
18-2. Oh, I'm glad you corrected that.
I think we can go back to maybe the Winterset game that we played. We didn't play very well. We didn't play with much emotion. We didn't. It just something was just we just weren't invested in it. It didn't seem like. And the post-game meeting was basically very simple. I've been coaching for a whole long time, and this is your team. So how you want to handle this? We can let the season be like this and have no fun when we come out to the ballpark and play games, or we can turn this around, and we're looking for some leaders to be able to do that, because we can do a lot of instruction and those kinds of things as coaches, but we can't jump in their heads and make them really enjoy it. And then we come back. We say that we might have won that Ankeny game. We got really bad call by an umpire at the end, and I know that sounds like sour grapes, Tom. It's not. The umpire even admitted that she blew the call, and we had to score a few more runs, but we played really well against a tough Ankeny team, and then come back and beat Von Durant and finish up business in short order against Lennox. I think did a lot for our confidence, and I think one of the things that the girls decided is, hey, if we're going to come to the ballpark, let's come and have fun. And you know what, winning is just sort of kind of fun.
Coach, thanks a bunch for stopping by. Best of luck tomorrow night off, I believe.
We might be going up to finish up that Kemper. We are ahead in the first inning, 1-0, with 1 out and Zoe Kirchhoff on first. So we'll see how that plays out. All kind of up to the athletic directors, and I think it basically boils down to finding umpires, to be honest with you. And then we'll see how things go. We got Shenandoah here, and then we go up to Fort Dodge. We have a little bit of fun, but we also have to play some tough competition up there, which is North Polk to begin with. I think they're ranked 3 in 3A, and then the winner or loser, depending upon how that works, with Fort Dodge, who is Fort Dodge, by the way, and Clarksville, which I think just jumped up to #1, if I remember, if I read that right. So it's that was I talked to your partner on the Saturday
Yes,
show.
you
I
did.
missed you there.
Yeah.
He talked a long time. My hamburger got cold because I was sitting in a restaurant down in Creston. But we talked about that as well. That's kind of the thing that we've been. The system that we wanted to do was to go play good teams.
Yeah.
I think that we did not do that last year. Last year we had too much time off. We played Red Oak a couple of times. I don't think we saw that good of pitching. And the bottom line was we just didn't play well. And the girls recognized it immediately, and in the postseason meeting said, "Hey, you got to do something." So we added some tough competition down the road at the end of the season, just to see those pitchers win, lose, so be it. The big thing is you got to go 6-0 at the end of the season once the tournament starts. So that's what we're shooting for.
Very good. Coach, thanks a bunch for stopping by. We'll talk to a couple of players here in a moment. Best of luck here the rest of the week.